Hello students, today we will discuss chapter 1 crop production and management. In the last class we discussed the agricultural practices. In agricultural practices we have discussed this one: preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, adding manures and fertilizers. In today's class we will discuss about irrigation. Irrigation, supplying water to the crops. This can be done in two ways: traditional method and modern method. Different ways of traditional method of irrigation are moat, chain pump, rahat and dhikli. And modern methods which we use to irrigate our fields is drip irrigation and sprinkler system. These are the two: drip irrigation and sprinkler system. In drip irrigation, what happens? There is a network of pipelines, and drop by drop water is added to the root of the crops. And in sprinkler, जैसे फुहारा हम लोग स्प्रिंकल करते हैं ना, फुहारा देते हैं, वैसे ही. So these are the two modern methods of irrigation: drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation. Next is crop protection. We can protect crops by using weedicides and pesticides. So example of weedicides are 2,4-D MCPA and butachlor are the examples of weedicides. DDT and boric acid are example of pesticides. After crop protection, we will come to next agricultural practice is harvesting. Harvesting is done by a machine known as thresher. So thresher, what does thresher do? Thresher separates grain from crop. And winnowing is done manually. Winnowing is the process of separation of chaff from grains. Then after harvesting, the grains are to be stored properly. Okay? So for commercially, grains are stored in silos and granaries with proper packing, so that there would be no fungal infection, and it will be stored properly in silos and granaries. So these are the methods, these are the agricultural practices that or tasks performed by a farmer. Okay, so there are mainly 7 steps, like preparation of soil, sowing of seed, adding manures and fertilizers, irrigation. In irrigation we make use of two methods: traditional method and modern method. Example of traditional methods are moat, chain pump, rahat, dhikli. Example of modern method: drip irrigation and sprinkler system. After irrigation is crop protection. We need to protect the crops, and in order to protect the crops we make use of weedicides and pesticides. Example of weedicides: 2,4-D, MCPA and butachlor are the example of weedicides. Pesticides: DDT and boric acids. Next is harvesting. Harvesting is done by a machine known as thresher. So threshing is a process of separating grains from crops, and winnowing is the process of separation of chaff from grain. After harvesting, next and last step is storage. So for commercial purpose, grains are stored in silos and granaries. Okay, in this way, these are the basic agricultural practices or tasks that a farmer has to perform for production of crops. In this way, this chapter is complete. Okay, and now you can, based on the explanation, you can answer the question given in the exercise. Okay, thank you.